What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a video discussing the best fit for free agent Jessie Bates this offseason. And let's get right into it. So, I did my prediction, my official prediction video on Jessie Bates just 4 days ago on March 5th, and it was to my Atlanta Falcons. But even in that video, I stated I didn't think we were the best fit for him as far as scheme wise and things like that. I did mention two reasons why I think he could come to us. One, about a man named Steve Jackson. He was with the Bengals back in, I think, 2020, 2021. And he was a secondary coach for the Bengals. And he was just upgraded to the secondary coach for my Falcons just this offseason, a few weeks ago, actually. So, I always go with past connections. And I thought there would be a good move there. Bates is familiar with Steve Jackson, obviously. So I thought that would be a great move there. And I think also my second reason was my Falcons can overpay for him. We have, I think, second or third best cap space as it stands right now behind the Chicago Bears. We're about like 70 million. So I think Bates, who's been highly underpaid the last few seasons, he got the franchise tag last season. He wants more money. I think if it comes down just to money, I think the Falcons could definitely nail him. That's why I feel confident in that move. But I do understand, the best fit for him is probably, in my personal opinion, the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots, and I'll go on a limb and say this honestly. If the Patriots get Jessie Bates in free agency, I truly think he will be an all-pro for the next 2 or 3 years. Putting him with Bill Belichick, he's only 26 years old, smack dab in the middle of his prime currently. I think they'll be the best fit possible for him. I know there's rumors out there flying around about the Eagles, about the Browns, and the Browns are also a tough choice not to pick because they did cut their safety, John Johnson, and they only saved like 900,000. So it's like, why did you cut him for? And I know John Johnson was supposed to be better than what he was, but he wasn't trash. He was definitely still serviceable. So you only save 900,000. You cut your starting safety. That means you have something in the works. So is it Jessie Bates? Is it Chauncey Gardner Johnson? That's the confusing part, trying to figure out who. Because I don't think Bates fit with the Browns is kind of like fitting with my Falcons. There isn't the best scheme fit, but he definitely works. But the Patriots, to me, honestly, is the best fit for him. The Patriots normally go single high safety, and Bates back there on the island by himself is where he works at best, in my personal opinion. So the Pats love going cover zero. They love going man, leaving that safety all by himself, and he to do what he does, and read the ball, read the QB, and make plays. The only hiccup, well, two hiccups. One is the money. Are the Pats willing to pay as much as Bates wants, or is Bates wants to take a couple less dollars to go to the Patriots? That's the thing there. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure Bates want to go to a winning situation. I know my Falcons aren't the best spot right now, but I think we're going to be looking up in the next couple years. The Patriots, I don't know. The offense was trash last year, but Bill O'Brien is back now with the Bill Belichick. And I do believe in Mac Jones to a certain degree. So, they could get back on track, and they stay having a good defense. So, the Pats do have a pretty good future, if you were to say. Just depends on, if you believe in Bill O'Brien and also Mac Jones. But the defense always comes to show. And the second hiccup to this move is the Mccourty twin. I forgot exactly which twin is still there, but their starting safety, whatever Mccourty twin it is, he's still there, still playing well, but he's trying to decide if he retire or not. I think it was announced that he's going to make his decision somewhere around the start of free agency. Free agency starting next week, so we should get it pretty soon about if he'll retire or not, and if the Patriots will know if they have a need at safety or not. But if they do, and if they want to come up to Bates' asking price, because I think Bates could really ask for about 18 to 20 million, somewhere around that range. Derwin James money. Who else is in there? I think Harrison Smith is around that range as well. So it's some pretty good safeties around that range. And I'm sure he doesn't want to be, Bates doesn't want to be too far off of Derwin James' price. So if Derwin James makes about 18, 19, I'm sure he wants around somewhere to the same ballpark range. So you know that's a little tough because the Patriots want to still bring back Jonathan Jones. They still might want to trade for D Hop. They still want to make some moves. Keep Jacoby Myers or bring someone else in. Trade for Brandon Cook. So they still have moves on the table still to make. So it's tough to allocate all that money to the safety position. That's why I say my Falcons have a pretty good shot at landing Bates over any other team, simply because of the money that we could spend on them. Also, the Browns could also. As of right now, the Browns have no cap space really, but with a quick restructure of Deshaun Watson and a couple of players, they could excuse me they could quickly free up about 30 to 40 some plus $1 million easily. With no hesitation. Once they restructure Deshaun Watson, I know it's in the works or it's in the talks now. There's been rumors coming out Deshaun doesn't want to get it done, but I've also seen somewhere, I don't know if it's true or not, about it's written in Deshaun's contract that they have the power to do so. So I'm not sure, whatever. But if they do restructure Deshaun's contract, I don't see why he won't want to. He's still getting the same money. It's just it'll be allocated a little differently. You can get some help in there. So I don't think Deshaun would say no, but you never know. But if they do, they'll have a lot of money to spend, and that's how they can get guys like Bates, or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, or the list goes on, D Hop or Adam Thielen, whoever it may be that they could add. They could definitely have some money to do that with. So those are my top three teams, honestly. I can see Bates going to. I don't really see any other team. The Eagles were my prediction last year, but I don't know. I don't know what their scheme is, honestly. I think they might be switching. No, they have a new D coordinator, honestly. Well, obviously, excuse me, but I don't know what their scheme will be. So I'm not sure what they'll be running. Will they bring back Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? Can they get Bradbury back? I don't know. So that's kind of tough. But the top three for me: Falcons, Browns, and Patriots. I lean with the Falcons, but I can definitely understand why people will lean somewhere else. It is reported that what's his name? Bates. I forgot who I'm talking about. Bates. It is reported that Bates does want to play with Deshaun Watson. He's admired his play. He thinks he's a good quarterback. So that was reported. As soon as John Johnson got released the other day, that came out immediately. I'm like, okay, that's kind of strange, but all right. So he's not like a receiver or something. So, but it is what it is. So I'm not sure if there's connection there or not with him and Watson. I haven't looked into it, but there's definitely something to report out the blue, out of random. So I guess that came from Bates' camp, maybe. So we'll see. But I do have a couple other options at safety for the Patriots if they don't get Jessie Bates, and also if the Mccourty twin decides to retire. You have a guy like Jordan Poyer will be a great fit. You have Juan Thorhill. You have Julian Love, and you also have Deron Harmon. I think will be a pretty good option as well for the Patriots. So either one of those guys, if they don't get Bates and if the twin decides to retire, will be good fill-ins for their safety spot to pair with Kyle Duggar back there and to play the single high safety position. But like I said, the best case scenario for Patriots fans, if y'all can get Bates, 26 years old, middle of his prime, all pro, top notch safety, good in the run game, good at stopping the run, good in pass coverage. Like, man, he's the one. He's the prized possession at safety, probably the prize DB. I would definitely take Bates over James Bradbury. Bradbury's 29. Who else is out there? Dean from the Bucks. I think they're the same age, about 26, 27. But Bates is definitely better than Dean. So I think it's a pretty good option there. Bates, the best DB. Going to the Patriots or going wherever he goes would be a godsend for secondary coaches and defensive coaches, because he's gonna get you right. He'll get you right. He'll be good, steady play, great play, all pro play back there. So we'll see where it goes. I'm excited for free agency starting next week. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.